The background of the story, in a sense, is that there's an outbreak of something happening. People, initially girls, young women, start falling down, collapsing for reasons no one can quite identify. Initially it's happening on the subway, later it starts to happen elsewhere in the city, and there are a lot of unanswered questions about whether people are being poisoned. Is there some sort of terrorism happening? Is it an outbreak of some kind of illness? Is it mass hysteria? Are any of these things entirely separable from each other? And there is the kind of contagion of fear that's moving around. The cover photograph of the book was taken by a good friend of mine who was a photographer who died quite suddenly a few years ago. And part of what's going on in the book as well is a bit of a tribute to him. A lot of his interests and attachments and places that were important to him and incidents that were important to him play out through the book. Alex is not a portrait of him, but the whole book is influenced by him in a sense. Well, we're standing outside St. Stephen's Anglican Church, a very urban-connected downtown church. It's been here for a long time and played a big part in the history of Toronto in a lot of ways. It appears in rather lightly fictionalized form in the book. A lot of Toronto I don't, in a routine day-to-day way, notice because I'm here all the time. And things that you see all the time don't register after a certain point, so you have to take yourself out of that and walk through the city as if it was a foreign city in order to see it again. People take from a book what they'll take from it. I would like people to think about how cities operate as social bodies. I would like people to think about the connectedness between all of us in a city, the city as a complicated organism where we are all dependent on each other.